Welcome to this tutorial on Adobe Muse. In this tutorial, we will show you how to make a personal professional website. Personal websites are a powerful tool that can help you in your job search. Today's employers screen job candidates by searching for them online, and what they find can have a substantial impact on their hiring decisions. A personal website will allow you to increase your visibility and control what employers see when they look you up online. Personal websites also provide more flexibility than a resume by allowing you to showcase your past projects and accomplishments. A great tool for website design and creation is Adobe Muse. Muse is a program which allows you to graphically create websites without any web programming knowledge. It is part of the Adobe Creative Suite and is freely available to all Clemson students. Now we're going to get started creating our website. To do this, we'll go to File and click on New Site. A dialog box will open with default settings. In the dialog box, you may change the number of columns on your website and adjust the height and width of each. For our site, we will stick with the default setting of 1 column. First, we will create a template page. Here we can design the basic layout for the pages of the rest of our document. Now we will pull up our mock-up so that we can see the design that we want to achieve. Here I'm creating a text box for Dabo Duck. We will use the text toolbox on the right to change the size and color of our text. I will choose size 40 and adjust the size of the toolbox, of the text box, so that's all in one line. Now we will attempt to change the color of our text. To do this, we need to go to the text box again, click on the color tab, and change it to the desired color. Now, to add the rest of the text in our header, we will use multiple text boxes in order to get the desired layout. First, we'll add our job description and titles. Then, we'll add our contact information. We want both of these items at the header of every page, so employers do not have to search around our website to find out how to contact us. Now we're going to minimize our mockup and focus on the buttons that will allow us to move around in our website. Using the rectangle tool, I will create 3 buttons, one for the About Me page, one for the portfolio page, and one for the resume page. After I have them created, I will send them to the back of the screen so that I can write text over them. To do this, I right-click on all of the boxes, choose Arrange, and send them to the back. Now, I will place my text boxes over them for the titles of each of our web pages. For brevity, I've sped this process up because we already know how to adjust text. Once I have all of my titles in place, I can select the rectangle behind them in order to change their background color. We can use preset codes for color consistency throughout our website. The code for the blue we will use is 4355FF. I will now change the color of the portfolio and resume tabs and change all of the text to white to match our mockup. Now is a good time to save our project. I will save it as Dabo Duck. Next, we will move on to adding content to our web page and setting up each of our individual pages. We will now return to the website layout window in Muse. To create the rest of our pages, we can right-click on the main page, our home page, and choose from a series of options. We can make a child page, a sibling page, or a duplicate page. There are many ways to accomplish this. We could also set up a master page that will control the rest of the pages in the document. However, I have created multiple duplicate pages and set them as children to the home page. I will name them all now. Once I have the individual pages of my website set up, I can go in and individualize them. From our mockup, we had a different color rectangle below each one of the pages. Again, I will use the rectangle tool and change the background color of this rectangle to match the page that it's in. This way the user knows which page they're on in your website. Using the color code from earlier, we can make sure that the box matches the tab for its page. Here I show the completed headers for each of our individual pages. Now it's time to add some content to our pages. To add a photo, we go to File, Place, and choose the document that we want. Then drag it over the area that we need it. I will now create another text box for the content of the About Me page. We can use Muse's convenient alignment lines to make sure our text lines up with everything else on our page. And now I will copy and paste the text from the website mockup. We can now play with the text in all the ways we are used to from Microsoft Office, from the size to italicizing and bolding, subscripting and superscripting, to changing the alignment. We can also choose from a myriad of fonts, including fonts that we can access from the web. One important feature in Muse that we cannot forget about is hyperlinking. This allows the buttons at the top of our page to actually work. By selecting the text frame and going to Hyperlink and choosing the appropriate page, we can set up all of our pages to be connected to every other page. Later, I will set up the buttons on the other pages. Now I will quickly show the addition of the content from the rest of the mockup. Having a mockup is a great tool because you do not have to do any creative design while in Muse. You can just simply copy and paste and make sure that your website is structured the way you want. We will add the photo of the resume, and now we are finished with the layout of the resume page. It is important to provide multiple versions of your resume for the convenience of the employer. We will provide a PDF, Word, and text document in our website. To do this, we will use the hyperlink tool again, but this time we will go to Link to File. We will go in our browser and find our PDF. Once it's selected, we simply click Open, and our file is now linked. We will do the same for the Word file and the text file. It is important to see if the file linking actually worked. To do this, we can go to File, Preview Site in Browser, and once it's loaded, we can click on the links to see if the appropriate documents come up. It appears, after a little bit of loading, that they do. You can preview your site whenever you want to get a feel for how it will look when it's actually in a browser. Now it's time to add the YouTube video. Muse makes this relatively simple. Once we've gotten to the web page of our video and made sure it is indeed the correct video, we can go to Share, then click on Embed to get the embed code. We can also change some features of the video once we embed it. First, we can change the size of the video from a couple of options. We also want to remove suggested videos from the end of the video to make our website more professional. With these settings, we can choose the code, copy, and simply paste it into our Muse document. After a few seconds, the YouTube video will load, and we can move it around like any other object in our website. Now is probably a good time to save our site again. Then we can go to File, View Site in Browser to make sure that our YouTube video is working correctly. And looks pretty good. Next, we need to link the supporting documents for our projects. Again, we go to Hyperlink, Link to File, and choose the correct file. Now employers can get a feel for the type of work that you've done and add an extra dimension to your resume. Once we get all these links completed, our website will be done, and we can view it in the browser for the final time to make sure that everything is in order. I will quickly show that the website was a success and that we have created a simple but professional website portfolio. Dabo Duck can now showcase his merits to potential employers and control his online presence. Later, you can go to File, Export to HTML, and you can save your website as an HTML document on your computer. To learn how to publish your website, go to helpx.adobe.com and search for the Muse Publishing. This website will tell you everything you need to know to get your website online. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope it helped you get started with Muse and demonstrated the usefulness of Adobe's partnership with Clemson. Go Tigers!